Are you tired of feeling like financial freedom is a distant dream, reserved only for the lucky few? What if I told you that taking control of your money and building a brighter financial future is within your reach, starting with just the spare change you might find in your couch cushions? It's time to shatter the myth that investing is complicated, risky, or requires a fortune to begin. Imagine transforming a mere $10 into a powerful stepping stone towards your financial aspirations. This isn't some get-rich-quick fantasy. It's about understanding the fundamentals of investing and taking practical, manageable steps, no matter your starting point. Forget feeling overwhelmed by financial jargon and complex strategies. This guide is your personal key to unlocking the world of investing. We'll demystify the essential concepts like diversification and understanding your risk comfort zone, making them crystal clear and actionable for anyone. You'll gain not just knowledge, but genuine confidence and excitement about your financial potential. Prepare to discover accessible investment avenues that are perfectly suited for beginners, even with limited capital. We'll emphasize the critical roles of patience and long-term thinking in building sustainable wealth. This is more than just about numbers. It's about empowering you to achieve genuine financial independence and construct a more secure and prosperous tomorrow, truly accessible to everyone, regardless of how small you begin. Many individuals find themselves at a financial crossroads, feeling excluded from the world of investing due to perceived complexities and the myth that substantial capital is required to begin. This common misconception leaves countless people feeling stuck, watching their financial goals remain perpetually out of reach. The reality is, the traditional financial landscape often appears daunting, filled with jargon and strategies seemingly designed for experts. This creates a significant barrier, especially for those just starting their financial journey with limited resources. This guide directly addresses this challenge, dismantling the intimidation surrounding personal finance and investing. We recognize the widespread need for clear, accessible information that empowers beginners to take their first steps confidently. The problem isn't a lack of potential. It's the lack of clear guidance and relatable entry points into the investment world. We aim to solve this by providing a foundational understanding of investing. We'll demystify essential elements like diversification. Imagine visually separating different colored candies into various jars to represent spreading investments across different areas, minimizing risk and risk tolerance. Picture a thermometer showing your comfort level with potential investment ups and downs. These concepts, often shrouded in complexity, become straightforward and manageable. By presenting investing as a practical, step-by-step journey, we aim to bridge the gap between financial novice and empowered investor. We are here to provide the context, clear up the confusion, and lay the groundwork for you to confidently begin building your financial future, starting right now, no matter how small your initial capital may be. This is about making financial empowerment accessible to everyone. Ready to put your new investment knowledge into action? Your financial empowerment journey truly begins now. Join our growing community in the comments below to share your initial investment goals. Ask us anything and connect with fellow beginners. Your experiences and insights are invaluable. Together we learn and grow. Your voice matters deeply, and we're excited to hear all about your progress. Let's tackle the core question. How do you actually start investing and unlock your financial future, even with just $10? The primary goal here is to understand the fundamental principles that make investing accessible to everyone, regardless of their starting capital. The first practical step is to shift your mindset. Investing isn't an exclusive club. It's simply a tool to grow your money over time. Think of your $10 as a seed. Planted wisely, it has the potential to blossom into something much larger through the power of compounding. Compounding is essentially earning returns on your initial investment, and then earning returns on those returns, like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering more snow and growing bigger. Even small amounts consistently invested can significantly grow over the long term thanks to this effect. To make the most of your initial investment, understand two key concepts: diversification and risk tolerance. Diversification means spreading your investments across different areas. Imagine you have that $10 and you decide to buy fractions of shares in diverse companies instead of just one. This way, If one company doesn't perform well, your entire investment isn't at risk. Risk tolerance is your personal comfort level with the ups and downs of investing. Are you okay with some fluctuations for potentially higher returns? Or do you prefer more stable, low-return options? Understanding these basics empowers you to make informed decisions, even with a small starting point. Investing becomes less about the amount you start with, and more about the consistent, informed steps you take to build your financial future. Why is understanding how to invest with just $10 so critical right now? The urgency stems from a crucial shift in today's economic landscape. Traditional savings are increasingly losing their purchasing power due to inflation. Simply put, leaving your money stagnant means it's actually decreasing in value over time. This makes investing, even small amounts, no longer just a smart financial move, but a necessary one to protect and grow your financial well-being. The pressing need is clear. Financial security is becoming more challenging to achieve with conventional methods alone. Many face stagnant wages while the cost of living rises, creating a gap that traditional savings accounts struggle to bridge. This creates a real problem. How do you build a secure future when the economic tides seem to be working against you? Furthermore, the accessibility of investing has dramatically changed. The barriers that once excluded many, high fees, complex platforms, and the need for significant initial capital, are crumbling. Today, technology offers user-friendly platforms and fractional shares, making investing with small amounts like $10 not just possible, but remarkably straightforward. The knowledge gap is the misconception that investing is only for the wealthy or financially savvy. This guide directly addresses this misconception, providing the essential knowledge and practical steps needed to start investing today. Understanding how to leverage even a tiny capital is no longer a luxury, but a vital skill in navigating the current economic climate and securing a brighter financial future for everyone. To tackle the challenge of investing with just $10, let's break down some essential concepts. First, understand compounding. Imagine you plant a seed. That seed represents your initial $10. Compounding is like the seed growing into a plant that produces more seeds, which then grow into more plants, and so on. It's earning returns not just on your initial investment, but also on the returns you've already earned. Even a small seed, given enough time and the right conditions, can grow into a substantial garden. Next, consider diversification. Think of diversification as not putting all your seeds or your $10 into just one type of plant. If that plant doesn't thrive, you lose everything. But if you spread your seeds across different types of plants, some vegetables, some flowers, some herbs, you're much more likely to have a successful harvest overall, even if some plants don't do as well. In investing, this means spreading your money across different types of investments to reduce risk. Finally, grasp risk tolerance. Ask yourself, how comfortable are you with the possibility that some of your plants might not grow as expected, or even wither? Are you okay with some ups and downs, knowing that over time, your garden is likely to flourish? Or do you prefer plants that are very low risk, even if they might not grow as quickly or as much? Understanding your personal comfort level with potential investment fluctuations, your risk tolerance, is key to choosing investments that are right for you. These foundational concepts, compounding, diversification, and risk tolerance, are your starting toolkit. Mastering these basics will empower you to take those first steps into investing with confidence, even with a modest $10 to begin. Visual aids showing a snowball rolling downhill to illustrate compounding, or pie charts dividing investments for diversification, could be powerful in making these concepts even clearer. Now, let's make these concepts practical. You understand compounding, diversification, and risk tolerance, but how do you apply them with just $10? A common challenge is feeling that $10 is simply too insignificant to make a difference. Overcoming this mental hurdle is the first step. Realize that it's not about getting rich overnight with $10. It's about starting a habit and understanding the process. For diversification with a small amount, consider fractional shares. Many platforms allow you to buy fractions of stocks or ETFs, exchange-traded funds. For example, instead of buying a whole share of a company, you can invest your $10 in a fraction of an ETF that tracks a broad market index, instantly diversifying across hundreds of companies. This is diversification in action, even at a micro level. Regarding risk tolerance, starting with very low-cost, broadly diversified ETFs could be a prudent approach for beginners. These are generally considered less risky than individual stocks. As you become more comfortable and knowledgeable, and as your investment grows, even incrementally, you can gradually explore other options aligned with your evolving risk tolerance. Another practical step is consistency. Challenge yourself to invest $10 weekly or monthly. Automating this small, regular investment can overcome the feeling of insignificance and powerfully demonstrate the compounding effect over time. Patience becomes your strategy. Small, consistent actions, grounded in understanding fundamental concepts, are how you turn the challenge of a tiny starting capital into an opportunity for long-term financial growth. Building upon those initial steps, let's explore slightly more advanced perspectives for maximizing your $10 starting point. One key strategy is dollar cost averaging, DCA. This simply means investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of market fluctuations. For example, investing $10 every week, whether the market is up or down. DCA helps to smooth out your purchase price over time, potentially reducing risk compared to investing a lump sum. Financial experts often recommend DCA, particularly for beginners and volatile markets, as it removes some of the emotional decision-making from investing. Another powerful, yet often overlooked, strategy is dividend reinvestment. Many ETFs and some stocks pay dividends, small portions of company profits distributed to shareholders. Enrolling in a dividend reinvestment plan, DRIP, allows these dividends, even if initially tiny, to be automatically reinvested to buy more shares. This further fuels the compounding effect. While individual dividends from a $10 investment might be fractions of a cent at first, over time, and with consistent reinvestment, they contribute meaningfully to growth. Consider this simplified scenario. Imagine starting with $10 and adding $5 weekly to a low-cost S&P 500 ETF. While $10 seems small, consistent contributions combined with DCA and dividend reinvestment over years can accumulate surprisingly. Historical market data suggests average S&P 500 returns have been around 10% annually. While past performance isn't a guarantee, this illustrates the potential for even modest beginnings to grow substantially with time, patience, and these smarter, consistent approaches. To solidify the idea that starting with $10 is a viable path to financial empowerment, consider research from sources like Fidelity Investments. Their studies consistently show that even small, consistent investments made early in life have a significantly larger impact over the long term due to compounding. For example, Fidelity often illustrates scenarios where individuals who started investing small amounts in their 20s, even just a few dollars a week, end up with substantially larger nest eggs at retirement compared to those who started later with larger sums. Expert financial advisors, such as those at Vanguard and Charles Schwab, frequently emphasize the importance of time in the market, not timing the market. They advocate that starting early, even with minimal capital, is the most crucial factor for long-term investment success. As Peter Lynch, a renowned investor, famously said, far more money has been lost by investors preparing for corrections or trying to anticipate corrections than has been lost in corrections themselves. This underscores the value of consistent, long-term investing, regardless of market conditions and initial investment size. Anecdotally, countless stories exist of individuals who began investing with very little and, through disciplined saving and investing habits, built significant wealth over decades. While individual results vary, these stories and expert opinions converge on a central theme. Consistent, early investment, powered by compounding, is far more impactful than the initial investment amount itself. Statistics also reveal that younger generations are increasingly embracing fractional shares and low-cost ETFs, demonstrating a growing recognition of the accessibility and power of starting small in today's investment landscape. This isn't just hopeful theory. It's a strategy backed by data, expert consensus, and real-world examples. You might still be thinking, $10? Really? Can that actually grow into something meaningful? It's a valid question. The key is to shift your perspective. It's not about turning $10 into a fortune overnight. Think of it as planting a seed, not buying a fully grown tree. Experts at places like JP Morgan Asset Management often point out that the greatest wealth-building power comes from time, not necessarily the initial amount. Consider this. Even if you just invest a small amount consistently, say $10 a week for 30 years, earning an average market return of around 7% annually. Historically, the stock market has averaged closer to 10%, but let's be conservative. You could potentially accumulate over $50,000. That's not a trivial sum from a $10 start and consistent small contributions. Numbers from sources like the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, highlight the long-term magic of compounding, even with seemingly insignificant beginnings. The real actionable insight here is that the barrier to entry is practically zero. It's not about being rich to invest. It's about investing to become financially secure. The doubt about complexity? Modern apps have made it incredibly user-friendly. Think of it like learning a new app on your phone, a little bit at a time, and soon it becomes second nature. The most crucial step now is simply taking that first small action and starting your financial journey with that initial $10. Let's recap the core message. You absolutely can unlock your financial future, even starting with just $10. We've demystified investing, showing it's not just for experts or the wealthy. The key takeaways are clear. Investing is accessible to everyone, even beginners with limited capital. Small amounts invested consistently and patiently can grow significantly over time thanks to the power of compounding. Understanding diversification and your personal risk tolerance are crucial for making informed choices, even with your initial investments. So, what are your immediate next steps? First, choose a beginner-friendly brokerage platform. Many offer fractional shares and low-cost ETFs, perfect for starting small. Second, open an account and deposit your initial $10, or whatever small amount you're comfortable with. Third, research a low-cost, diversified ETF to make your first investment. Finally, and most importantly, commit to investing regularly, even if it's just a few dollars each week or month. Consistency is your superpower in this journey. By taking these actionable steps, you're not just investing money. You're investing in your future financial freedom. You're building a brighter tomorrow, brick by brick, starting with a foundation as accessible as $10. The benefits are immense: financial security, achieving your life goals, and peace of mind. Don't wait. Start your journey now. What are you waiting for? Take that first step today and leave a comment below sharing your first investment goal. Let's build our financial futures together, starting now. Remember, your financial future isn't some far-off fantasy. It's a reality you can actively create, starting today. This journey begins not with a fortune, but with a single step, that initial investment, no matter how small. Think of your first $10 not as a mere transaction, but as planting the seed for your future financial orchard. Every small investment, every bit of knowledge gained, waters and nourishes that seed, helping it grow stronger over time. Investing is not a destination to be reached, but a path to be walked. Continue to explore, learn, and adapt your strategies as you grow. The world of personal finance is vast and ever-evolving, offering endless opportunities for expansion and improvement. Embrace this continuous learning process and watch as your financial confidence and capabilities flourish. Ultimately, this isn't just about managing numbers on a screen. It's about building a life of greater freedom and opportunity. It's about securing your dreams and constructing a financial tomorrow that's brighter and more secure than you ever imagined. So, take that initial step, nurture your financial garden, and witness the remarkable potential that blossoms from even the smallest of beginnings. Your empowered financial future awaits.